In the very beginning, before time had a watch, God decided to create a masterpiece. He knelt down not to some pale dusty clay, but to the rich dark fertile soil of the earth. This was the good stuff. From this profound blackness, he molded the first man, Adam. His skin held the color of the very ground, a deep beautiful black. He was the original, the prototype, a testament to the strength and richness of the foundation of humanity. Adam wasn't just made from the earth, he was the earth, walking and breathing. Then God saw that this magnificent man needed a partner, a counterpart to complete the picture. He put Adam into a deep sleep and took from him a rib. This wasn't just any bone, the rib glowed with a different kind of light, pure, brilliant white. From this luminous white rib, he fashioned the first woman, Eve. Her skin was the color of polished ivory. So Adam and Eve, the black man and the white woman, started their family. And what happens when you mix black and white? You don't just get more black and white, you get a whole spectrum of beautiful shades in between. Their children were not simple copies, they were unique creations, each one a new blend of their parents' heritage. Some were born with skin as dark and rich as their fathers. Others were born with skin as fair and bright as their mothers. But many, many more were born with skin that held the warmth of the sun, a beautiful golden yellow, or the earthy tones of cinnamon and coffee, a lovely gentle brown. This wasn't a mistake or a dilution, it was an explosion of creativity. It was nature, in its infinite wisdom, painting with a full palette. Think of it like a garden. If you plant only red flowers, you have a red garden. But if you start with red and white flowers, their seeds can cross-pollinate, and soon you have pink flowers, and flowers with colors you never even expected. This is what happened with the children of Adam and Eve. The human race blossomed into a breathtaking rainbow of peoples, each with their own unique shade, their own unique beauty. The family grew and spread across the globe. Those who settled in the sun-drenched lands found their skin growing darker, a natural shield from the powerful rays, becoming the strong black peoples of the world. Those who journeyed to the colder, cloudier north found their skin growing lighter to better absorb the precious sunlight, becoming the fair white peoples. Others settled in the vast plains of the east, their features shaped by wind and sun into the beautiful yellow peoples. And still others thrived in the lands in between, their skin a perfect, adaptable brown. Sometimes it's easy to forget how connected we are. We live in different countries, speak different languages, and eat different foods. But if you look closer, you see the family resemblance everywhere. Think about it. A mother in Japan, holding her newborn, a mother in Nigeria, holding her newborn, a mother in Sweden, holding her newborn, a mother in Brazil, holding her newborn. A father anywhere in the world feels that same fierce instinct to protect his children. That feeling, that powerful, universal love, is in our DNA. It's a family trait, passed down directly from Adam and Eve. It's the glue that holds our massive global family together. We see this connection in the simplest things. Laughter sounds different, but the joy it expresses is identical. You don't need a translator to understand a smile. A smile is the universal greeting of the human family. Tears, too, are the same everywhere. The pain of loss, the sting of sadness. It doesn't matter what your skin color is or what passport you carry. When we are hurt, we all cry the same salty tears. These shared emotions are the threads that weave us all together into a single human tapestry. We are far more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. Think of our global family like a giant potluck dinner. The family from Asia brings delicious noodles and dumplings. The family from Africa brings rich, spicy stews that warm your soul. The family from Europe brings crusty breads and amazing cheeses. The family from South America brings vibrant salsas and grilled meats. Would you want to go to a potluck where everyone brought the same dish? Of course not. The feast is amazing precisely because everyone brought something different. Our diversity is not a problem to be solved. It is our greatest asset. Imagine an orchestra where every instrument was a violin. You could play a melody, sure, but it would be thin and monotonous. Now imagine a real orchestra. You have the deep, booming voice of the cellos and basses. You have the soaring, sweet melodies of the violins. You have the bright, cheerful calls of the flutes and clarinets, and the powerful, majestic blast of the trumpets and trombones. It is the combination of all these different sounds, these different voices, that creates a symphony, a rich, complex, and breathtaking piece of music. Humanity is that symphony. Each race, each culture is a different section of the orchestra. The black peoples of the world bring a rhythm, a soul, a resilience that forms the deep, powerful bass line of our shared story. The white peoples bring traditions of philosophy, science, and exploration. Like the complex and driving melodies of the string section, the yellow peoples of the East bring ancient wisdom, a sense of harmony and incredible artistry, like the intricate and beautiful woodwinds. The brown peoples of the world bring a passion, a warmth, a vibrant connection to the earth, like the bold and expressive brass section. We need every single instrument. When we work together, we create things that no single group could ever create alone. Think about modern medicine. It was built on the discoveries of people from all over the world. An ancient Indian text might provide the clue for a new herbal remedy. A European scientist might isolate the active compound. An African research team might run the clinical trials, and an Asian company might perfect the manufacturing process. We solve problems faster, we innovate more creatively, and we build a better world when we combine our unique strengths. But into this beautiful garden, this harmonious orchestra, a dissonant note was introduced. There is an enemy of humanity, a deceiver who has been there since the beginning, the devil. This being hates the masterpiece God created. He looks at our beautiful, colorful family and seethes with jealousy. He cannot stand to see us united, happy and strong in our diversity. His one and only goal is to smash the symphony, to pit the instruments against each other, and to tear our family apart. And his greatest weapon is a lie, a poisonous whisper that he has been breathing into the ears of humanity for centuries. The lie is simple, yet devastating. He whispers, "You are not one. You are separate. That person who looks different from you? They are not your cousin, they are your enemy. Their color makes them less than you. Their culture makes them a threat to you. You are better off alone, surrounded only by people who look and think exactly like you." He preys on our fears and our insecurities. He tells the black man he is oppressed and should hate the white man. He tells the white man he is superior and should fear the brown man. He tells the yellow man he is separate and should distrust them all. It is the same lie, just wrapped in a different package for each audience. This lie is the root of all the great evils of our history. It is the lie that fueled slavery, that built the gas chambers of the Holocaust, that drove the horrors of apartheid, that sparks the flames of every single race riot and act of ethnic cleansing. Every time a person looks at another human being and feels hatred or superiority because of the color of their skin, they are not thinking their own thought. They are channeling the devil's very own voice. They have swallowed the poison. They have believed the lie that we are not one family, but warring tribes, and so anyone who preaches division is doing the devil's work. But here's the good news. A lie, no matter how powerful or how often it is repeated, is still just a lie. And a lie shatters into a million pieces when it comes into contact with the truth. For those of us who know our true identity, who understand the story of our creation, the devil's whisper has no power. When he comes to us and says, "Hate that person, they are different," we can look him square in the eye and say, "No, that person is my family. Their difference is a gift, not a threat. I will not be divided from my own." This knowledge is our shield. It is an unbreakable defense against the poison of hate. When the liar says your race is the best, the most superior, we can laugh in his face. How can one color be better than another? Blue of the sky, green of the grass, yellow of the sun, red of a rose. It's a ridiculous question. To claim superiority for one race is as absurd as a violin claiming it is better than a piano. We are not in a competition, we are in a collaboration. Geniuses, fools, saints, sinners. We are all human with the same potential for greatness and the same capacity for failure. When the great deceiver tries to use history to fuel our anger, remember what they did to your people. We must be wise. Yes, we must acknowledge the terrible injustices of the past. We must learn from them and ensure they never happen again. But we cannot let the devil use the pain of our ancestors to create hatred in our hearts today. We must forgive, not for their sake, but for our own. Let's look at the world around us. Where do we see the most progress, the most innovation, the most excitement? It's in the places where different cultures come together. London, New York, Toronto, Singapore. Not just economies, melting pots. Human ecosystems where ideas from Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas meet and create something new. A chef in New York mixes Japanese grilling techniques, Mexican spices. That's the magic of unity. This principle works in every field. In science, international teams work to cure diseases and to explore space. The International Space Station is a perfect example. Astronauts from America, Russia, Japan, Europe live and work together in a tiny metal box in space. They must trust each other with their lives, not an American team or a Russian team, a human team for all humanity. When we stop arguing on the ground, we literally reach for the stars together. Consider the world of sports. the Olympic Games, a brief vision of our united family. For that moment, they are fellow athletes, not enemies. They push to the limit, and after competition, they hug. This is the world we are building and must fight for. Differences celebrated as strengths, solving big problems like climate change and poverty, not as separate nations but as a united species, because we are stronger together. So, what does this awakened world look like in our daily lives? It's not some far-off utopian dream. It starts with you and me, today. It begins when we make a conscious choice to see the family connection in everyone we meet. When you are in the grocery store, you see a woman wearing a hijab. You don't see a stranger. You see a cousin from a different branch of the family. You offer her a genuine smile. When you hear a group of men speaking Spanish on the bus, you don't feel suspicion. You feel a quiet appreciation for the rich diversity of your own family's voices. Try food from a culture you've never tried before. Listen to music from a country you've never visited. Read a book by an author from a different racial background. Make a friend who doesn't look like you. Each time we do this, we are weaving the tapestry of our family tighter. We are breaking down the walls the devil tries to build in our minds. We are replacing fear with curiosity. We are replacing suspicion with friendship. This is how the revolution of love happens. One meal, one song, one conversation at a time. When we hear someone telling a racist joke or spreading a message of hate, we cannot be silent. We must speak up, not with aggression, but with the calm, unshakable confidence of the truth. We can say, "I don't believe that." We become antibodies in the bloodstream of humanity, identifying the poison of division and neutralizing it with the truth of our unity. We become guardians of our family, protecting it from the lies that seek to tear it apart. In the end, it all comes down to a truth so simple that a child can understand it, yet so profound that the wisest philosophers can spend their lives exploring it. We are one people. We began as one family, from a black man made of soil, and a white woman made of bone. All the beautiful colors we see in the world today, the black, the white, the yellow, the brown, are the magnificent result of that first union. We are not separate races, we are shades of the same human rainbow. Our different cultures and traditions are not reasons for division but ingredients in the rich and wonderful feast of human life. This is our identity. This is who we are. We are a single family, sharing a single home under a single God. Anyone, and I mean anyone, who tells you otherwise is trying to sell you a lie. They are working for the great deceiver, the enemy of humanity, whose only wish is to see our family broken and at war with itself. They want you to fear your brother and hate your sister. We will celebrate our differences and use them to build a stronger, more creative, and more compassionate world. We will answer the whispers of hate with a deafening chorus of love. We will choose family over faction, unity over division, and truth over lies, every single time. So let this be the message that rings out from the mountains to the valleys, from the great cities to the smallest villages. Let it be understood by the simple and the genius, the young and the old. There is no us and them, there is only us. One people born from one family, living on one planet with one shared future. We are and always will be indivisible. We are one. We are one.